Welcome, y'all. My name's Nevin Kay, and I am the director of the Resist Trump campaign. We make it easy or easier and a little more fun to resist Trump. I am here with a couple of guests, and I want to share with you the nature of this call. But first, before we do that, I want to do a quick review of some fundamental rights from our orientation slideshow. Um, you may be interested in freedom of expression in relation to this call. As the presentation slide shows, there is an amendment that protects political speech and that is part of freedom of speech, the right to peaceably assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. If you've got a grievance, say hell yes, Tony and Delali.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, cool. So that's freedom of expression in the United States. What I also want to share is the rights of the accused. So if the accused of a, I'm assuming this refers to a criminal proceeding, um, are accused, you do have some fundamental rights that are listed in the Constitution under the sections that are currently on the slide. There's a great article that I usually share during orientation from a Texas lawyer on these topics that you maybe look him up. His name is Gary Churak. Um, but yeah, at a protest, something may go sideways, and you may need to know the
What's his
basics.
name again?
Oh, Gary Churak.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, sure. Um, yeah. So rights of the accused. Know them, love them. With all that, I'm going to move to introductions. Delali and Tony, you can see what I've put on the presentation slide. Feel free to use those as thought starters to introduce yourself if you'd like.
Okay.
Are you talking to me, Tony McElroy? I'm Tony McElroy.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, I'm getting my eyes adjusted here.
Oh, you're
It's
good. You're
reading.
good.
Okay.
Um, so I'm in Burleson, Texas.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm very upset about how things are going in Washington and the direction America is heading.
Yeah. Yeah. Why is that?
I uh, I want to be heard. I think everybody needs to be heard.
Cool. Um, Delali, what's up on your side? How would you like to introduce yourself today?
Hey, my name's Alali. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm here because, similar to what Tony said, I want to be heard, and people in general need to be heard. And also, there's just too many injustices going on in America. Too many people are suffering and dying, and
Yeah.
there's so much systemic corruption,
Yeah.
and people need to do something. And so I'm here to do whatever I can to help.
That's awesome, man. Um, yeah. So great to have you guys here. Um, What I'd like to do before getting into the call for the day, because we're still kind of educating, like, people who are just kind of watching this for the first time, um, about what is our theory of change. And so our theory of change is it's like our way of like looking at the problem that we have and proposing an experiment to solve it. That's really what it is, right? And we it's kind of like a hypothesis for like a systems level problem, right? And so our system is like fucking fucked. Um, and so this is more of a, I don't know, like a kind of like more of like a pro-democracy theory of change. And so take a look at it and tell me, what you think. This is the UN definition on it. It's a theory of change is a method that explains how a given intervention, right? That's kind of the experiment or set of experiments is expected to lead to specific development change. That's reference to society as a whole, drawing on a causal analysis, so some sort of logic based on the evidence, right? So it's like a scientific approach to dealing with a situation, often employed by organizations, right? Because like a lot of nonprofits will have a theory of change, right? Because like it's not as easy as like, yeah, you sell something and you make money. Like it's more complicated than that for most nonprofits, and they're mostly experimenting with like things in an uncertain environment, right? That changes. So our theory of change is that we can reach a thriving democracy free from authoritarian control, right? By working outside of traditional political channels and acknowledging that there is power, right, in those channels. And frankly, that like there are many players already in those channels already. It may be
Yeah.
crowded, it may not be crowded, it may not be working very well, right? But they can't stop working. Like they're going at it. And maybe other groups are going to be helping them in innovative ways. Um, but we're also like we also noticed, right, that like there aren't a lot of people organizing for power outside of traditional political channels in lawful ways. And that is an under addressed area for our situation in America today, in my view.
I agree.
I
Okay.
agree.
Okay. Well, that's good. So our theory of change suggests that if we can weave together grassroots groups who are interested in lawful alternative ways to build power, right? They can still be interested in traditional political ways, like that's cool too. But if they want to expand into lawful alternative channels for building and deploying power strategically, right? In a lawful way, they can join our network either as a new group or as an existing, group, just like kind of joining the coalition that we're trying to explore, frankly. Um, and if you're an individual activist and you don't want to be part of a group, that's cool. Just like come to our events and find your own group, like whether it's a mix of online and in person or whatever. Like, kind of choose your own path, right? Um, that's what we are trying to do, and we're trying to direct people and also engage in the work ourselves, right? Around the three B's that apply to our situation: um, breaking, bridging, and building. The other one is blocking, and this is like an expert concept. The four B's of how to deal with an authoritarian situation. Um, so we're kind of focused on breaking, bridging, or building, and as well as that, like building coalitions wherever possible. Um, Now, one of the first elements of breaking Trump's pillars of support is the thought that you know Trump is supported by these pillars that are pretty fucking complex, right? The corporate system, right? Like the media fucking system, right? So we're just trying to like draw attention to a few issues in that system of pillars, and we need help. Like other people need to think about this too, right? But we're saying like, okay, in the media pillar, you've got Fox that's like clearly a problem, right? You've got ICE, which is clearly a problem, right? And then
Yes.
in the corporate pillar, you've got Elon's corporations, and Elon is a problem, right? Because he's just gone off his rocker.
Yeah. All the people, not all the people, but a lot of people in power have now.
Yeah, that's not that's true. I mean, that's true. They wield an inordinate amount of power, and they're behaving in antisocial ways,
Yeah, I
right?
agree.
Um, so because we're like, operating with a methodology of lawful nonviolent civil resistance, that particular methodology calls for trying to find ways to weaken these pillars, right? Um, and so you saw like a lot of that in action with the Tesla takedown movement that emerged in February, um, like, mid-February, and then really reached its peak in Austin, where I have had some experiences being a part of that movement in Austin. Um, reached this peak like in March or April, and then it sort of like kind of fizzled around the time when Trump and Elon started to like have a problem with each other. Um, but then Elon like donated $15 million in June to, I think, some Republican person, or not person, candidates, or some Republican entity, Republican affiliated entity.
Yeah, I noticed that whenever all the drama started coming out between Trump and Elon started to receive a lot less pushback.
Yeah,
It's like, I don't know, it's like people thought that the government would just take care of everything, but it's not
yeah,
the case.
yeah, yeah. What did you think about that, Tony? The little tiff between our president and Elon Musk. Okay, Tony's still on mute. So anyway, okay,
Sorry, I keep putting the meat on.
it's okay.
Um, Trump can't hang on to a relationship or have a relationship with anybody for very long because it's going to go
Yeah,
Yeah,
south real quick.
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's not surprising.
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I completely agree.
I'd like to know how we got here.
yeah.
You know how my concern is how is he able to do the things that he's doing and how is he still in office?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's like, I mean, that's like such a like, how did we get in this scenario? Like, what the fuck?
Well, I
Um,
mean, multiple things go into it, but I I I personally believe that um, I don't know. Trump is definitely a lot worse than a lot of past candidates, but at the same time, I feel like now America is just showing its true face.
but
Like
you're
there's
part of America.
always, huh?
But you're America.
Yeah, I was I was just about to say like there are still good people in America, and there are
Yes,
lots of people who are just decent people, decent normal people, but not all the people, but a large majority of the people in power. The way things are now, this is how they truly, well, I believe this is how they truly feel, and this is how they have felt, and they're just being more transparent.
I see, like, I feel like Trump is like he's like a kind of like a unique, like, what's the word? Like, there's like, I don't know, if you like, he's like the key to a system that has gotten like kind of hypercharged. Like,
I Yeah, I say he's yeah, kind of the key and or the face of the system,
yeah.
because he is a big issue, but the system and the issue is bigger than just him.
I mean, I
But
think his system, what's that?
I was gonna say he still definitely is a big issue though.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Tony, I'm curious what you think, but I've got to say, um, like the system wasn't very good, and it seemed like it kind of drifted towards like authority, like the whole like conservative project like seems to have like kind of weakened our defenses.
Yeah,
Um, and
that
then
and
Trump came along, and then we got
yeah,
like Trump, like you know what I mean?
yeah. I also think America has, because of just the history of America and its roots. I think America was kind of always on shaky ground.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think all countries are, right? Like all countries
Yeah,
like
yeah,
represent
that's
like
true.
the victors, like of whatever struggles that have happened. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like all countries are kind of fucked.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. Tony, what are you thinking?
well, all kinds of things. It started kind of with with Bush when he put that law in place. And I'm sorry, it's just not coming to me, but it invaded our privacy. I felt like, and it
Yeah.
and it has just escalated to this. But they've set it up. Each time a Republican has been in office, they've set it up to make it easier and easier to do exactly what Trump is trying to do right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, well,
Yeah.
I agree. Like
Yeah, I mean, like
the
Mitch
past
McConnell,
candidates,
yeah,
like
like some
this
of the
has been
stuff,
in
yeah.
the works for a while. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good, man. I mean, like, yeah, like Mitch McConnell comes to mind for me. Like his whole fucking thing with who was that guy? Whatever Supreme Court justice didn't make it through. Um, like that was like like a breach of a norm, right? Like a norm that is expected in a system. Um, and there were so many breaches in like the years before Trump that like Republicans like not only are they spineless in the face of this situation, they kind of contributed to us getting here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's like you can't blame Trump on Republicans alone. Like some other
yeah.
people have, probably something to do
I
with the
I
situation.
think definitely both sides in their own ways. Not everyone on both sides, but people from both sides in their own ways contributed. But Republicans were definitely a lot more. I don't think this is exactly what they wanted, but they were a lot more intentional
Yeah.
with what
They,
they
they
did
they
leading up.
were they were they were really playing with fire with like a number of things.
Yeah, and they kind of
Um,
always had an agenda, whereas the left didn't. The left is just kind of like you were saying, they're just too unorganized. There's not enough groups of people coming together and doing something
I mean, it's hard to
in
say, man. I
comparison.
mean, it's like you put a Democrat in office and then maybe this shit gets fixed. Um, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, I like in our theory of change, I think, or our mission statement, whichever it was, I think we're at the point where we need to go through um what's the term? Non-conventional channels
Yeah,
outside of the
yeah.
system to do things.
I,
Because
I
I
think
agree with
nowadays
so.
that.
it's too late to rely on the system.
Well, the
And
system's not working and it doesn't, I mean, it's not guaranteed we're going to get out of this in 2026. Like that's not a guarantee, right?
yeah, but none of this is guaranteed. But we still have to do something no matter what.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise you're just like watching it all. I mean, doesn't look good. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
So, how do we get Trump impeached again, or whatever? How do we move forward on? I just don't understand how he can still be in office with all the things that he's done, all the unlawful things that he's doing, continues to do, and I'm just blown away that he's still there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
I'm
if I
always
mean, I don't have the answer to like a political question just because I don't have the expertise.
sure. I understand.
But I think like if we can build power outside of traditional political channels, or teach people how to build power,
Yeah.
it can nudge the system if we build enough power, right?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
when enough people come together, people in this and people around them and the world around them will always listen and will
Yeah,
always watch. So, like here, I think, I mean, nothing is perfect and there isn't one set way to do anything, but I strongly believe, like it shows here, if we just break all of his pillars of support and not just his pillars, but a lot of just the pillars of the systemic oppression within our society, if we
yeah.
come together and we attack them all together, then we can get Trump out of office and further than that, push for more societal reform.
I mean, it is a strategy that has worked for other non-violent resistance movements. The breaking pillars of support strategy, like, is like fucking page one, of the manual. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah,
like this is what you do. So, I mean, maybe it'll work for us, but that's like it comes up a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's amazing how many people are not keeping up with it. I'm a hairstylist, so I talk to a lot of people all day long, and I would say at least 80% of the people that sit down, if I bring up politics, which I try not to, but right now I
Yeah.
can't
yeah,
help myself.
yeah. I get it. I get it.
And they're not even aware.
Yeah.
I
of
know.
what's really going
And
on.
and like me
Oh,
myself,
this
like
happens every time we get a new president. We go through
I
this.
know.
No, this is different. They don't understand how different this is this time.
I know. They just think it's just like the last term or whatever. And it's like this is serious. Like
Yeah.
really bad things are happening now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like now's the
So
time
how
to
do we
get it.
get that word out? How do we,
Sorry,
get
can you
people
repeat?
to pay attention
I think
With a smile. That's how you get the fucking
with
word
a smile?
out.
I think showing them how they're hurting from this, how they're being affected, because a lot of people don't really understand how they are being affected.
That's true.
They think that it's just another year and that the world is just going on, but no, it's like you're actively being like you're being exploited. Everyone's being exploited in America now.
I've got this other slide that I share with audiences that I'm curious what you guys think about.
Okay.
Um, what I'm sharing here is a quote by Ruth Ben-Ghiat, who's an expert on authoritarianism, kind of speaking about how quickly it's happening in the United States, and how that compares to like Orban and Erdogan and Putin, and even they didn't move this quickly. But then again, like we're coming from a pretty democratic place compared to like some of those countries at the times that they started. So we may have like there may be more room to go. Like this isn't to cause panic, but it is to cause concern, right? And so I've got this like it's like what consultants would call an eye chart because you have to squint to like see what's going on. This is like an eye chart about how authoritarianism affects all these different areas of society, starting with like the government functions of like education and free speech, and then like how it has an impact. But I'm kind of still working on this, but it gives you like an idea, right? Like it kind of it's like a thought exercise, like you know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So anyway, back to the theory of change, if I might. I'm going to move back to our breaking slide, and then maybe we can talk about, I don't know, talk about Elon's companies or something. You guys good with that?
Yeah.
I see two Delalis. Why are there two Delalis?
To what'd you say?
There's two
Sorry,
Delalis.
I didn't mean to leave.
Oh, did you leave?
Yeah. Oh, it says I don't know why it says there's another me in here, but yeah, I left.
Okay,
Accidentally.
I'm gonna remove the other Delali's name. I won't report to Zoom, which is the other option it gives me.
Okay.
Um, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I hope you don't get booted if I move the other Delali. That would
I
suck.
hope so. I'll
Maybe I'll just leave it. Maybe I'll just leave it. I mean, if it was you, like, because I did see you there. It's just that sometimes trolls will like come in and like copy someone's name and then just
I
fuck with
can
it.
I'll put up a reaction so you know which one to boot.
Yeah, I see that one. All right, but then I'm just afraid if I boot the other one. I mean, maybe we should just wait to see if the other one comes back to life.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm just gonna keep you and keep. No, I'm not gonna remove anyone right now.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go to this slide. I think it was the breaking slide. Um, the breaking slide. Oh yeah, what is our theory of change, right? So this is our theory of change at a high level, and then as far as like the pillars of support, right? The question here is like, okay, so Tesla is a corporation controlled by Elon. Both of them are clearly in the pillars of support, supporting Trump and his enablers, right? Like he gave $300 million to get Trump elected, literally. He's definitely gonna get tapped for more.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think well, not even I don't think his and Trump's relationship isn't done yet.
Yeah, it's not
He
the
still has
story
money to
between
offer
them is
him.
not over. Yeah. Now Delali left. Are you still there?
Hmm. I'm still here.
Oh, the other Delali went away. I don't know. I think it was just a glitch in Zoom. I don't think
Yeah,
it was a
probably.
troll. Yeah. Um, all right. So the question, right, at the highest level is like, okay, how do we get um, Oh, Tony, you're. I'm gonna discontinue annotation because that's another trolling kind of thing. I know
What?
you didn't mean to do that, Tony, necessarily.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, there's like people sometimes drop like like inappropriate
Yeah.
images. Anyway, but Tony, are you still with us?
I am. I'm sorry I did that. I
No,
didn't
you're
mean to
good.
do that.
You're totally good. So Tony, how do we break these pillars, dude? I mean, not dude. You know what I mean?
Do it. It's okay. Do that.
Yeah. How do we
I
break these
don't know.
pillars, Tony?
I don't know. That's why I'm here. I'm here to get educated and
Okay.
learn what I can do.
What do you
The
think,
only thing that
Delali?
the only thing that comes to mind to me right now is boycotting and protesting.
Okay.
Plan on doing that. I had cops at my door in the middle of the night a couple of nights ago, banging on my door because I have a flag hung upside down,
Okay.
and
Wow.
The
they did
cops
not
were
Wow.
even know what that meant. They, I just couldn't believe it.
Wow.
say more about that, please.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
Oh, like the cops were banging on your door?
Yeah, can you
Yes.
elaborate?
Well, they came knocking, and my husband went out there and talked to him, and they said, "What's up with the flag?" And
Okay.
he said, "Do you not know what that means?" He's a vet. He said, I wouldn't even fight anything in America right now with the way things are. This is not the way
Yeah.
America is supposed to be."
Yeah.
And that is a sign showing that we're unhappy with the way America is moving forward. And
Uh-huh.
I just can't believe that they did that.
Well,
Yeah,
what are
that's
the police? What do
ridiculous.
they have any business like monitoring your free speech? I don't get it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right,
You're not desecrating the flag if it's upside down.
Yeah, it's
right.
just a symbol of it's literally political protest. Like they have
Yeah.
no that what is how is that the basis of a crime? Like that's their job is to solve crime, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
And if they would have continued on down under that is, the No Kings protest and when it's coming. I've got information about when the protest is, and I'm hoping that information gets out to people.
Yeah. If you want to share it here, you can. If you need to make an announcement or something like that.
But that's all. I mean, that's how I'm trying. But I just see how, there's a lot of people they just don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, for
And
sure.
ice makes me very nervous. I don't want ice in my little town.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's scary. I live in a predominantly Hispanic area, and I've seen the ice trucks all around, and it's really nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I bet it is. I bet that is. We don't have that here, but I bet that is. I feel bad for anybody that has dark skin because they're just, not even asking questions. They're just sweeping them
I
off.
know. Yeah,
Yeah. It's like a brutal display.
it is.
Mm, it's not right. It's awful.
I
Yeah.
agree. I wish I could make it for the ice out calls that y'all have, but I always have school during the time that you have those meetings.
Oh, it's all good, man. Yeah, you come when you can. We have fun, but whatever. Um, what should we talk about now, guys? We have 20 more minutes. We have well, no, so I want to end the recording at like 50 minutes so that you guys can see me post it and like see what that looks like.
Okay.
Um, but I can end it right now.
Okay.
Um,
Unless there's
we could,
more you guys want to talk about on
uh,
recording.
I just a couple more things.
Yeah.
Tony, is this your first like step into activism or what?
Yes. Yes, sir, it is.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I wanted to say, at least from what I've viewed in my own personal experience, one of the best things you can do for people is one is educating people to the best of your ability, and also not being afraid to show people how passionate you are about activism. Because some people, I don't know how many people in your life, but I think there's at least one person who's bound to join you and follow you if you set the example.
Yeah.
And that's
Thank
that's just
you.
what I've noticed from my personal experience. And I'm new to this too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just think that I'm crazy. So
Yeah,
That's probably a common experience for activists. Like,
it
wait, am I
is.
crazy? You know?
It is, and people will think you're crazy, but the more things happen, the more maybe not everybody, and maybe it'll be late, but more people will wake up
Yeah.
I think so.
because a lot more people are more awake now than they have been in a very long time.
That's true. Yes. Texas is full of Republicans, so it's really hard to break
Yeah,
through. But
but I think educating people and especially educating them on how they personally are being affected is a really good first step.
that's good. Yes, for
All
sure.
right, guys, I'm gonna stop the recording. Give me a sec.
Okay.